My business has 0 customers, 0 sales, 0 structure, and it's my fault. I thought I was building the business, but realistically, I'm just working in one. After reading The E-Myth Revisited, I realized that I've been doing this whole thing wrong. One of the biggest things that I learned from this book is that most people don't run businesses, they run chaos. When I actually looked at my own business, I asked myself some basic questions. How many customers do we have? 0. How many emails do I get? 0. How many people even ask for the price? 0. How many people actually want to buy? You wouldn't believe it. 0. Right? How many sales per day? 0. And that's when it hit me. I don't have a business system, I just have ideas. This book talks about thinking like your business works already. Like when I say works, I mean it's at its full potential. How you want your business to actually be, think of it at its literal top of its game. And that changed everything for me. Because if this was a real company, there wouldn't be me just doing everything. There would be different roles. So they'll have the CEO, the marketing team, the sales team, finance, operations, distribution, designers. And each one has their own standard. So what I've done since reading the book and also whilst doing the book, I've built an organization chart. So even though it's just me right now, I put my name against every single one of the roles. And I'm writing exactly what each position should be doing as if I was hiring someone for that role. There is a company that also, if you've ever heard of IBM, the massive American company, their CEO actually did something like this. He set the standard for IBM by thinking how he wants the company to be at its very top and then just work backwards from it. Creating that standard allows the business to not accept a certain level of employee. And if I can't accept a bad standard for an employee in the future, why am I now allowing bad standard for myself? Another thing that made me realize, you can't grow without understanding. Now, I don't understand my customer yet. Not properly. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they want and why they buy. So my whole marketing needs to start evolving around that. It's not really just posting content, it's actually getting to know my customers on a personal level. At the end of the day, the work that you do is a reflection of who you are, and it's also a reflection of the business that you have. So if your business is inconsistent, like mine, is the person inconsistent? Most likely, right? Or is you got a good chance of how your business is exactly how you run it, or is exactly how you are as a person. Now, it is hard to accept, but it's probably the truth. Another thing in this book, it mentioned about replacing yourself in the business. So eventually you're gonna start hiring people as the company gets bigger, and then eventually sell the business. Now, me personally, I haven't got the idea of me wanting to sell the business yet, but at the moment it's not even a business, it's just a hobby. So I now need to start turning it into a business, creating these systems, learning my customers, and we'll see what happens then. So this is where I am right now. No more guessing, no more avoiding the numbers, because I sometimes do avoid the numbers, and this business needs a system. Simple as that. Once the system gets properly underway, it'll take off. I believe in it. Now, this book is actually really hard to get across in a video, but I actually think this is probably the best book other than Psychology of Money that I have read, especially if you're got a really small business, if you're starting a business or you're thinking about starting a business. This is probably the best book that I've read so far. I would probably give this a 9 out of 10. But yes, I would 100% recommend reading this book. I'm just going to wrap it up here. I'm going to keep this one a nice short one. If you guys have liked the video, like and subscribe, comment down below. If you guys do want to check out some merch, check out the link in the description. There's also some news coming up very shortly about part of the business that you guys have all been waiting for. So I'll leave a little snippet of it right here.